Let me know how the sound is because YouTube is glitching and StreamYard is running right along with it. Hey Rebel, hey Helen, hey Hope. Hey Peas. I'm gonna wait a few minutes to get started because apparently YouTube wants us to hold off a couple minutes um, before we do anything that they deem inappropriate. And let me tell you, they deem everything inappropriate anymore. But I'm gonna play a little bit of an intro, um, just the beginning part of it because it's so fitting for what for my thumbnail. Um, and of course, T Kelly, she's so good. She did it. So how's everybody's Wednesday going? It's been a Wednesday, let me tell you. Doctor's appointment early this morning with the little one. Checkup time. He's healthy as can be, other than he's got severe allergies, any kind of pollen, any kind of anything. And the little boy's nose is just so clogged. And we've been battling it with Zyrtec and Flonase, if, and I have to buy the brand name because I bought the generic stuff and the doctors even ordered it, but of course that with the prescription, but of course the insurance company's going to go generic, and it just doesn't seem to help him at all. So then I switched back to the brand, and that helps a little bit, but his are just so bad. So he's finally put him on singular, which I'm happy about. So is the sound good, guys? Hey, LG. Oh, today's Wednesday or is it Tuesday? Am I that messed up on the week already that it's only Tuesday? Oh no. Now I gotta see. It's Thursday. Oh my gosh. See, I'm so it's been one of those weeks. It has been one of those weeks. Yeah, I see it's Thursday. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. See, now they got something to talk about me about. I don't even know the days of the week. If you'd have had my week, trust me, you wouldn't know the days of the week either. It's been something. Wow, I can't believe I was that messed up. But I'll play the first part of this intro. Let me take me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has arrived. Come to the Dark Circus. The circus where clowns never smile. Your darkest nightmares will come to life. You'll have an everlasting experience of horror, fear, and evil. Step inside and understand the spooks gone insanely frightening.
and I'm a tater. Dr. Pease is going to try to expose stuff about me. You know, just because something's the truth doesn't mean you have to say it. Some things can be kept private. Let's talk about Molly. That's all I ever want to talk about is Molly, 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 Molly. Oh, Molly, I miss you.
Get the relief you need now. Pay for it later. PayPal.
Let me know how the sound is because YouTube is glitching and StreamYard is running right along with it. Hey, Rebel. Hey, Helen. Hey, Hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has arrived. Come to the dark circus. The circus where clowns never smile. Your darkest nightmares will come to life. You'll have an everlasting experience of horror, fear, and evil. Step inside and understand the spooks gone insanely frightening.
And I'm a tater. Dr. Pease is going to try to expose stuff about me. You know, just because something's the truth doesn't mean you have to say it. Some things can be kept private. Let's talk about Molly. That's all I ever want to talk about is Molly, 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 Molly. Oh, Molly, I miss you.
Um, having Molly up, I don't know if I'd take that chance because what I've read from Team YouTube, mm, I don't know. It's kind of it's weird what it says, but it's and she can't be using that life coaching channel, and that's what she's going through to do all this. She's gonna get caught. Someone's gonna turn her in, or they're gonna catch it, and that's she's not gonna have the life coaching channel either. I don't get Molly. She really, really misses YouTube. It is so obvious. And come on, she's not. Kick isn't doing it for her. And I just don't think Molly has the patience it takes to build another channel. I don't know if she could build over there on, like she did over here. I don't know. I don't know. But all this stuff going on about her subs giving out money to crime victim, and it's just like, it's crazy. They only do that after Molly speaks up because Molly gets mad because somebody gets a chunk of that change that might not be hers at the end of the day. But I still didn't check the docs on the. Yeah. But yeah, Pugs must be busy. She best come in here because we're supposed to be doing these $2 doxes. Hopefully she'll come in. It was a joke, but it was going to be funny because I prepared. I was going to act like I had um some papers, and it was poor JLR. So, well, who do you guys want to watch first? Y'all want to go? I mean, Laura just posted another video about 45 minutes ago. I'm guessing she's still crying over the responses to her having Molly on there, um, and crying about Mega Mobster. And she lied. I was in that live. Mega Mobster did not discuss her son's injury. She did not stop and share the photo. It was on the community tab, and she scrolled right through it. But Laura's gonna have something. She's big jealous of Uni for taking her spotlight. Yeah, she really is. Hey, come on. What did Walter Boy, old Wally Boy, was he over there on a visit? Because if we all remember correctly, they would talk on the phone, and he would say he was coming over with Jake, with their son for a visit, but that they were sleeping at the rental. I don't know if that's the case. But. And then she made this big. I mean, he didn't say anything that everybody doesn't already know, and which proves that when months back, when she said that he got all his info, he didn't. And months back, she let it go. She, said, yes, he is. He is a veteran. And now it's a whole different ball game. She doesn't know how no veterans behave in that little bubble she lives in. And of course he's happy. Wally Boy's happy. She don't going away. Then he can actually sleep in his house and not at the rental. And that's probably a big vacation to him. But I don't believe anything either one of them say. So, in my opinion, he's just as bad as her. Uni is the girl version. I cannot get a definite answer if going on someone else's channel is validating. Well, here's this thing I got. I'll read it to y'all. This is from I can add it to the screen too, so you need be. But yeah, this is from Team YouTube, and this is what it says. I believe I kept it. It says channel or account terminations. If your channel is terminated, you will get an email explaining the reason for the termination. If your YouTube channel is terminated, you are prohibited from circumventing the termination or allowing others to use your channel to bypass their termination by using or creating any other YouTube channels. So she's not supposed to be going on YouTube through her life coaching for kids channel. It says she cannot use or create any other channels. This applies to all of your existing channels, any new channels you create or acquire, and any channels in which you are repeatedly or prominently featured. So that means you can't even, Laura can't keep having her up on live. Because if she does, then that means she's being featured. And come on, Laura only had people in her chat because Molly was there. I mean, let's be honest. So this is right from YouTube, and I've got the screenshot of it. So it says she's not even allowed to have her life coaching channel, let alone be getting on YouTube with it. She needs to watch. They're going to catch her. YouTube will catch her. I mean, I'm not going to turn her for what? For what? Yeah, exactly, Peas. Because it's, hey, Pugs, my $2 doxer. I was talking about you. Good way, though. Yeah, T. Kelly did a really good intro that goes with this. It was for other lives, but it just really goes with the thumbnail, the whole circus thing. They are clowns. Yeah, I don't. The only reason why she did it is because I believe that channel is in Wally Boy's name or someone's Princess Someone's. It's not in hers with the same email. But according to this, she's not allowed to use or create any other YouTube channels. She's also not allowed to frequent other people's channels repeatedly or prominently featured. So Laura better watch it because YouTube seems to be trying to crack down. It may be a little late. I don't know. I think they're cracking down, but they're doing it with, with not the way it should be, like with the Pascal show. That was just some crazy stuff. I'm just glad that all got worked out. But yeah, they're the biggest clones, and I don't even get it because Molly is not on YouTube anymore. Laura, what's up? You're not. She's been gone for a while now, and you didn't get her subs. You're not going to get her subs, evidently. Apparently, no one got them because how many of them are real? I'm just saying. You got Jelly Bean, and I think she had a lot to say too. Maybe we'll check her out. I should have put her on because she's a clown too. I don't even think she likes Molly. It'll all blow up. I haven't watched her, so I don't know what she's saying. And get rid of the Zerd channel. I agree, Hope. It's in Violet's name. Oh my God. I thought you had that. I guess you don't. Not just the email address. But I thought that she would have to give more information and her subs didn't exist. Exactly. Because she supposedly had almost 86K. Where'd they all go? They just quit YouTube? Mallory didn't get them. She got some, but not many. Yeah, that's a whole nother train wreck. Jilly didn't get them. Apparently, Dizzle has a channel too. She sings. I don't know. I've never seen it, never watched it. They didn't go to Kick. Laura didn't get them. Betty clearly didn't get them. It's just like 86,000 people just Okay, so maybe 6,000 went other places. But the bulk of them, nobody got. But they're still all fighting to get them. And I don't think they were active subs if they were subs at all. I mean, they didn't go to Kit because she's not bringing in the audience over there like she did here. And even here, her numbers would go down because she wasn't doing the drama. I don't know. But that's Laura still thinking she's. You think Pascal was a glitch? I hope that's all it was, because I couldn't find anything that warranted what they said about him for the reason for the termination. And I just found him because of all this. I didn't even know about him before. And I'm glad I did, because I've watched several of his videos, and he's not a bullshitter, that's for sure. What is going on with this computer screen? Move over. All right. We'll start off with, we'll watch a little bit of Frickin' Frack together. And then I want to move on because she did a Riddle Me This update. Was her final upload today, 2 hours ago. But the one before that, 18 hours ago, she was, well, let me explain a lot. No, you can't. Yeah. And then she did another one before that. What obsession sounds like MM. Go to bed, you weirdo. What the hell? You're the only one that's you're obsessed because you got on here and lied, Laura. Because I was in that live, and no one talked about anything but your child, but you. Just telling you, And then we got the Molly. Obsessed much? Molly Golightly joins me. We'll go with that one. We'll play a little bit of it. I'm gonna back it up here because it's clear. I don't know where I want to start at. We'll just listen to bits and pieces of it because there's a couple I want to go to. But I think Laura was actually watching someone else on her screen because she, I think, has more than one screen. But I think she was watching someone else. I don't even think she was listening to what Molly was saying. It started out as a Violet the Pug, so maybe she did use the dog. No doubt, because people would watch Violet. The numbers never add up with chatters in any one of their channels. Yeah, especially with. I mean, I know that's what Laura. Because come on, you can clearly tell they don't even like each other, and she doesn't like anybody that Molly is buddy with. That Two Tacos and BHB. Laura can't stand them, and vice versa. I'm sure. So it's all about trying to grab those subs. And Laura, quit sending her free candles. She's off YouTube. Honey, she can't get you those subs. You're just looking kind of desperate. Just saying what you're looking like. I could be wrong. Oh, I better put my banner up. All right, we'll start this here, and I'm going to put my banner up. Because this is fair use, and it is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. I wish she would try to strike somebody with having Molly Golightly on her channel, who's going through a channel she's not allowed to have to get on YouTube, because you're not even allowed to have a channel to get on YouTube once you're terminated. I just read it to you, and that's right out of YouTube's book. I not put it past them to get the dog a Social Security number. Oh, you know what the sad thing is? I agree. They're using each other for what? I don't know. Molly's using it for a place to get up on YouTube because I don't think Justin will have her up. If he does, it won't be more than once. And I just don't know I don't know. I haven't seen Justin have her up since but I don't want him either. I just know that I looked at his channel the other day, and for the past 2+ weeks, every single live and video is summer, and going after Dawn and Candace. and that he's getting views because look at the views on those videos and look at the views on the videos that aren't summer. There's a difference. I didn't realize it till the other day, till I went just to see what he's been up to because I don't pay attention to him. Molly has burned through everyone. She doesn't have a friend. I don't think she ever really did, even before YouTube, honestly. I think Molly's always been one of those loners because of her behavior. Because Molly's Molly. Everyone kept saying, "Oh, she's she's losing it. She's no, that's she's having a meltdown, whatever. She's spiraling. No, that's just Molly." I went back to her very first video. That's just Molly. Did she get a little bit more ballsy? Absolutely, because she's gotten away with so much. But as far as her behaviors and stuff like that, that's always been who Molly is. BHB and Molly seem to be hard too. Yeah, I'm starting to. I don't. You notice Betty don't have her up on her channel either. Just saying, I'm not. It's just weird that old Spanky Boy and the Strangler haven't had her on their channels. And every time Jilly Bean says, "Hey, nonsense," every time Jilly Bean says she's going to have her there and it's going to be all about Molly, it's not. And Molly doesn't show up. Because I was playing it that night and I'm like, wait a minute, where's all the Molly stuff? She didn't say hardly anything. She uses that to get people in her chat, I think. Oh, you're just stalking me? Okay. Well, at least I have a fun stalking. Well, we'll play. I'm going to be fast forwarding through this because I know y'all heard some of it already. But I just wanted to have a laugh and yell at her a little bit. Oh, I'm sure. Let me share this. Why is it not sharing? There we go.
All right.
You know what? Everybody should.
I don't know, but I couldn't believe she lied, and she really lied. So while I was going through the video, I was trying to pull up the exact segment that she was talking about me so I can respond. However, I came across the Pascal stuff first, which I think is important, and I really kind of wanted to hear the rest. So I told Marissa that if you didn't want to...
You were on someone else's channel looking for the clip of them talking about you. How the hell did you find out about the Pascal stuff while doing that? Because it wasn't on that channel. Just saying. I'm curious for it. Might give you some content next time.
Hear the Pascal stuff, I would be happy to, just hold off. So what happened was Pascal, who's a pretty big channel, I mean, I think he's like 150,000 subs. He lost monetization.
He has 96,000.
And it seems that he lost monetization from what I gather. But I know my wax sucker they last forever. Thank you, Gravy K. All right. So I didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted that popped up when you said Adrian was sitting there because I know he gets all my wax melts.
Well, the reason I asked Adrian to come on over here.
You know what, Julie? I've said that too about Laura's camera. I don't know why she has it above her, but I don't think. And when you try to tell her about it, she gets upset because I did one day. I said the way you have your camera angle, it makes your face look really long. And it's not a flattering view, it's just not a flattering angle. And she didn't like that. She said she likes it and she's not moving it. So, okay. And it's been there ever since. Oh, what Cash do now? Cash is a hoot. All right, let's get back to this. I'm going to fast forward to something though because I know you guys heard
because
something.
I know a lot of people have questions.
Okay, where did it go? What? Come on, YouTube.
Questions about Unirock and the whole thing with
JLR.
JLR. So I guess Adrian is going to explain
Okay.
I'll fast forward to this because everybody's heard this.
if and how people are trying to find.
Adrian can't tell us nothing we don't already know, which proves also that Molly is nothing but a liar. Because if you remember months ago, when Uni was doing his content that he was getting everywhere else, Molly said she checked him out. Now she's going back on that, of course, because it's she's pissed that Uni took her spot.
Down lying about being a veteran. What I have to say about that is, I personally myself.
Molly, you don't know what a veteran would do. Okay, he wasn't lying when it was months ago when you were trying to act like you were going to sue him, and you said, "Oh wow, this is really acting strange." Yeah. So now all of a sudden, I don't believe anything comes out of your mouth. But I want to fast forward. What the hell is going on with this? With YouTube doesn't want to load the video. I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
I've been married to a veteran for 20 years.
No comment on that, Molly.
Did his DD-214 show that he got out of the military honorably discharged? Of course. If he didn't, he would have a tough life, trying to make money and be in the corporate world of finance.
Oh, she's talking about Wally Boy. Okay. You say he's not in the corporate world.
Oh, I mean that's not fair. No one would bother looking for him. But you got this clown over there, going back to Unirock. You got this clown over there that has no substance. He's just the big mouth. That's all he is. And he just wants to say very slanderous, very liable things. He can get sued. Trust me, he can be sued. He can easily be sued and have easily his wages garnished. My husband has.
Molly, are you self-reflecting? Because you two are two peas in a pod, so to speak. Everything you just said about him, sure, but it's true about you as well. And you could only garnish wages that you have a 9-to-5 job for. You could not garnish disability. Sorry. But yeah. A bunch of us out. Yeah, I seen that in nonsense. I was messing with him. I said, "Gosh, you being bad again." And he said it felt good. He's crazy. He's fun though. Cash is cool. Hi, Kimmy K. Hey, Rebel. Probably already said that. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get back on this because I'm gonna get to the other ones.
Well, he makes a little bit of money, but now everybody's coming after him. And I said to Justin, because Justin said to me when I was in Chicago, he said, "Damn, they're eating Unirock alive." And I responded, and what I said was, "See, our plan worked. We had no plan. It's all sabotage." Everyone, you've been a witness, everyone that's tried to come at me and attack, right? It actually backfired on them. because they can't keep a straight story, nor can they keep a straight face. It's all bullshit.
Oh my God, Molly. Molly. How's it backfire? You took yourself down. You destroyed yourself, just like he did. That has nothing to do with anybody else. Y'all did that all on your own. Didn't need nobody's help. So you're wrong. But I just don't know if you and Justin are still the buddy buddies you try to portray, because it's just weird that he nor Betty has had you on their channels. Think maybe because they're afraid they're going to get in trouble for having you up? Might be. I wouldn't risk it. Sorry.
So with him, I'm just telling everyone, anyone who watches, look at his body language. Look at his lifestyle.
Tata says the same
Look at
thing.
the way he talks about everyone. Look at the way he hits on LA.
The sound isn't me, it's them. I've tried to fix it. Other people who have played parts of this video have had a hard time with the sound too. It's in them, it's not me. But yeah. Beta will be using this as her content. Bet on that. That cracks me up, nonsense. She don't watch you, but yet you've laid out these videos, pointing out things about Unirock, which have been on point. And you've said specific things. She copied you. She literally copied you. With the behaviors and the personality traits and the patterns. Only she called it Unirock. So she barely changed it up. But she doesn't. She didn't. I know she watched me too. Because she said one of my quotes word for word how I say it. And I haven't heard too many people say that in the last couple of years. And I doubt she spends much time watching old Dr. Phil shows. But yeah. The Tata watches. And somehow my camera's on. I thought I shut the camera off. No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. No hair, no makeup, not going live. Sorry. Not going on camera. All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit through this. There's a part I want to get to.
Did to Letitia bias. No matter how much proof she showed, nothing was enough. Now,
how much proof? Who showed how much proof? Where? When? Because, damn. I've watched it. I've been watching this since it's unfolded on Facebook. And I haven't seen no proof from you guys. You mean that the lame attempt that your Tata did? That proved absolutely nothing. Because y'all can't even get your numbers straight. The only question Laura didn't ask you and should have asked you, first question out of her mouth, is money. Where's the money? Simple question. Simple answer. But y'all never showed no receipt. I don't know what receipt you're talking about. You could have. You could have made it a lot easier. But then you wouldn't have had all the drama and been able to do the 12, 18, 20-hour lives you were doing at the time. For those big fat checks you were showing. But you claim you didn't make any money? Yeah, okay.
I don't know that much about it. I literally haven't followed much about Uni because I don't care.
And I'm addressing you right here because you gave me an opportunity to kind of address everyone. And the people that are asking me about this particular stuff have little tiny channels. And since you have 20,000 plus real subs, I was like, oh my God, she's got like real.
No, I have to disagree with you. And Laura's obsessed with knowing. But if she had 20,000 real legit subs that watch her when she goes live, you know how many views she'd have, Molly? Look at her views. She only got views on this because you're on here. But compare this to the lives she did after. Yeah. No. She has over 21,000. But how many are inactive? I mean, when you have over 20K subs, you should be getting more than 1,700 views. But that's just my opinion. I hope that if I ever get there, yeah, I want people to watch me, not just sub me. But, and that's why I've tried not to come out on you too much. Because I already lost a lot of subs. And I didn't do a damn thing, didn't say a damn word. But you know, what's right is right. And when you keep repeatedly going on here lying, you know, expect to be called out for it. And by the way, guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for me. Good time to say it. Please put my banner up.
I'm not used to that. Lately, it's, hey, let's buy our own popularity. What is that? And what that is to service.
Okay, hold on. Someone just sent me a text that says you will need written consent from the veteran or their next of kin to access their full records.
I personally will not even try to access the full record.
You're going through the National Personnel Center, that's correct.
Okay, so going through the National Personnel Center.
That's exactly why JRR didn't get anything, because he didn't have the right info. And they wouldn't have gave him much information anyway. Because he's not, yeah, it was nothing. And you know all about it, Molly. Stop. You know all about it. You know exactly what's going on the YouTube streets. And you're on Facebook. You know JLR. You follow him. You know, why are you getting on here acting dumb? You and YouTube freaking frack right here, but that orange man, well, no, I don't know what to call him. But your little sidekick back there knows it as well, because I'm sure he watches just like you do. I mean, he knows everything that's going on YouTube. I don't know how he didn't understand what you were doing, but yeah, either that or you told him about it, and Lord knows he believes everything you say. That's clear. But don't act like you don't know what's going on.
Is correct, Adrian said.
Mm.
That's what he just said.
We're talking about a FOIA request.
Oh, okay. I
FOIA
didn't hear
request,
about
yes.
Wally Boy saying about a
Okay,
FOIA
so that's what you put
request
the FOIA.
anymore. Let's move on. No. Let's move on.
I have you here. I want some opinions.
Uh-oh.
What is your opinion on, and I know she's your friend, I'll say that lightly, but what do you think about the Betty stuff and them constantly going after Betty's looks and Betty's lies and Betty this and Betty that and JLR stuff?
They're trying to get rid of
JLR and going after Dolly.
Their big plan to get rid of tragedy pimps. Well, if you get tragedy pimps, who are you going to talk about? Are you sure? Because I know I've heard quite a few people in the pocket.
Molly, I haven't made videos about you or really talked much about you until this. I don't miss you, Molly. Sorry. There's a lot of other grifters on YouTube. And there's other things, you know. Yeah, you weren't that relevant, Molly. On YouTube, it's easy come, easy go.
Quite a few people in the pocket.
But what I'm saying is, I hear people going after Betty every day. I hear people going after JLR every day. I hear people going after Dolly every day. And let alone who sits back? Mallory. Make it make sense.
Well,
Mallory, the epitome of the biggest e-beggar anyone on YouTube has ever seen.
I think that no one
says a word.
Laura, I don't think anyone truly cares about Mallory. I think everybody knows she's a joke, a liar, a fake, a phony. And the thing is the drama community has been telling us that for years. No one ever took her seriously. And she's been around for a long time. I was the only person to ever...
Dear Lord, forgive me for this, but these people are giving us... You guys, My son and my husband's out there making faces and stuff at me walking the dog. But anyway, you two are silly. Um, and now I lost my train of thought. Wow. Yeah, they can't do that to me. Laura, people call out Betty because of Betty's behavior and the stuff she says in her lives. Um, and Jahar, yeah. Laura, people do call you out and you watch every word of it. But it's because you're not in none of the things that are going on, even though you're trying to insert yourself. You're actually jealous that Betty and JLR and Dolly are getting reviewed by everybody and criticized. Okay. All right.
Give her any sort of relevance, and her true colors showed when she was right outside of Quentin Simon. She was going like this, and she stayed for a whole 45 minutes, and then spent the rest of the time to go cadoodle around town.
Mhm.
It was Dolly was right about one thing.
Okay. You're right about, I have to give it to you both. You're right about PayPal now. She wasn't there for that baby. She was there for herself. She did exactly what long enough what she needed to do for her subs, the Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, whatever, and it worked. And she got a lot of them. Same reason you were there. You weren't there for that baby. You were there to stir back up the Marwan and Dre stuff and to put out and I still believe in some way you were knew about that article if you weren't the writer of the article. But somehow you were involved in that. I just something tells me you were. Can I prove it? No, I haven't tried. Don't care. But you weren't there for that baby. You went there. You were a nuisance. You interfered. You cost a lot of calls to the police, a lot of wasted manpower, hours just because of you guys. How many? 50 calls, maybe more? People got arrested. But you think you did something down there. You did absolutely nothing. The police were waiting, they were building their case. It doesn't happen overnight. And it doesn't happen because the likes of you or Betty or Dolly or any of the idiots that were down there carrying on like a jackass. It had nothing to do with y'all. All you people did was cause interference and more issues. Oh my God, quit making them faces in that silly dance. He's going to start doing that to me every day now. But yeah, and you went down there just to get pictures and talk to Marwan Senior, who and stand there and continue to lie and misinform about Marwan and Dre, because that's why you went there. Do I think you have multiple reasons for being there? Isn't that where y'all filmed some of the so-called stuff for your wannabe reality show? I'm like, give it up. That was horrible. No, did you really think that work was going to pick that up? I have it. It's yeah, no, no. Would y'all
He
watch
did
that?
show up for a, uh, you know, I mean, I'll tell you something else. You probably noticed when I asked her for her bio to submit for that reality show that those producers wanted. Do you want to know what it
No
said?
producers wanted it, buddy. You did.
It says she tried to tell me that she's a professional singer, a professional dancer, and a professional actor.
Mallory?
Yes.
Really?
And
That is funny. But Molly, you're supposed to be a professional makeup artist. According to you, you work Hollywood movies and stuff. Shows and stuff. I somehow don't see it. But anyway, no producer wanted that. Your producer was Olivia. And then Mallory didn't like the way that Olivia did the video. So she went in and edited it and made it even worse. Trust and believe, no real producer wanted that show. I don't know anybody that would have watched that. I really, truly don't. But the thought that Mallory went in, and Olivia is good at editing and stuff, she really is. But Mallory went in and changed it and made it what it probably was not much, but at least the editing part would have been a little better if Mallory wouldn't have touched it. But yeah, okay. And them outfits. What the fuck? Are y'all in Beverly Hills 90210 since you're stuck back in that time period? I mean, really, yeah. The outfits were just too much. And the mixed max real hair and fake hair. Oh, that was just too much. Y'all just should have been yourself, you know? And maybe not let Mallory go back in and re-edit the video. But y'all were trying to be like some resurrected Charlie's Angels or something. It was really bad. It was really bad.
And an avid animal lover, I put that
Mm.
in. I kept the comedian and the animal lover in. I just wasn't buying the singing, the dancing, and the actor. I knew you were gonna say undead, undead. Exactly. The thing is she's a liar, and we're watching her channel die to the point where she's buying subs. She is pathetic. She's lucky if she can get 100 people in there. Whatever. Nobody cares about her. Listen.
That's not. Oh, you're gonna have to defend her. I'm not defending her as a person. Hey, Shutterbug. Hey, Commander. But she gets more than 100 people in there. And that live I did about her bringing back the St. Jude videos and Summer Wells videos and stuff, revamping them, which she's done. When she reviewed that, she got a lot of super chats, like $100 super chats. Insane. I don't get it, but okay, it's not my money. I wouldn't do it. Each to his own, I guess. But you're jealous because you're not getting those kind of super chats no more, Molly.
That's because she's watching other channels do it and think it's okay. That's why she's watching other channels grow with fake likes and fake views, and she's like, well, I want a piece of that, so let me do that. That's how I see it.
But all she's accomplished is she just begs and begs, and she is in fact a criminal who lied to her audience all these years. And I'm glad that I exposed what she is.
That's crazy. And speaking of, what do you think about the stuff with Dolly?
I just only know about the soaps. Is there more?
Soapgate.
Well,
At this point,
what?
how can I be shocked? How can I be shocked at this point? I sent the money for soaps. I never got the soaps. He said he was going to give me my $50 back. He never did.
You never got soaps?
He never sent them. He never sent them.
Wow.
Nor did he send. Nor did he give me $50 back either. No, he's a fraud. And just remember, when he got arrested, I was the first one to try and get him out.
Well, you said that right. Try, cause you didn't. Remember, your card got declined. No shame there. I mean, it happens to everybody. But you couldn't. And then the bail bonds would end up doing it anyway. And but you didn't. You couldn't. But let's fast forward a little bit.
See, but
he's not my responsibility. He's not my friend.
Oh,
Lisa, I can show that I'm actually making soap, but that's not the one I send out. That's what people are saying he's doing. My biggest issue, though, I don't give it. No, whistle down. I don't give a shit if he makes it or not. I mean, I'm not buying it, but lots of companies do that. Lots of companies are drop shippers, or
But they don't get on here and say that it's homemade and they made it in their freaking kitchen or their bathroom. There's a difference. He lies to these people. But come on, anybody that watches him can see the truth. They just don't want to see the truth. If they want to buy it, that's on them. That's their money. Really. I mean, can't tell people what to do with their money. You can give advice and they're not going to listen, but you can't tell them what to do. I wouldn't buy his soaps. And I remember the $50 thing. He did never refund her and did never send her soaps. Dear Lord, I'm sticking up for Molly's word. I told you it's been a week.
candle companies. Gretchen,
Let's move
Gwyneth
on.
Paltrow.
Type of person that she is and what kind of bullshit she roots for, because that's not a good person to me. That's not a good person to me, and I don't want to even share the same country with that girl. Okay, let alone a
You're
platform.
right, Hope.
I agree.
People like her are truly dangerous. Everything she touches turns to shit. She will help no one. She will do nothing good for herself. So imagine what her actual real life is like. Because you got to be a pretty low person to act like that and show that to the world.
They used to come to you, oh, Molly's on 5 times a day, or Molly's on 10 hours a day. Queen Bee's on 10 hours a day. She's on 20 hours a day. And nobody says a word. Well, why was it not okay for Molly to go on? Why was it not okay that Molly went on a lot? But when QB does it, oh, that's okay. Sit the fuck down, you fake ass bitches.
Okay, so you're telling me
You'll see.
that's not even an issue. It was Molly's behavior. The way Molly would lie and attack people and dox people and harass people and have people go after people and harass and attack them. There's a big difference. Big difference. Queen doesn't spend her 7-8 hour lives attacking, harassing, and doxing people, spewing pure hate, insulting to the ends of the earth. That was Molly's behavior. And she would do it for 12, 13, 14, 15 hours. I couldn't remember that many damn insults.
You're all gonna be like, oh my God, remind her, try it again. It's gonna happen. She's gonna come down. I think if YouTube doesn't take her down, it's gonna be her own friends. Her own friends.
Not as long as she puts on the facade that she's so big, that she's such big time. She gets all these people watching. Meanwhile, it's the same fucking 40, 50 people in chat every single time. She's growing so big, but there's not ever a new name in chat.
It's because, like I said, it goes back.
Okay, first off, the reason we get subs is so people come in and watch us when we're live. And what the hell chat are you watching? 50 people? Are you kidding me? Have you been in those chats to see how fast they go? Girl, you clearly... Laura, you have a Roomba? Did the machines get you? Because I haven't been able to figure you out. And that's, you know, there's a creator that does these videos about machines taking over your head and stuff. I really think she needs to review you and find out. I'm telling you, I bet you got a Roomba or a non-brand like Roomba. Something. Because you clearly don't pay attention. You just want to listen to the words so you can get all mad and come on here and do a live about it. You're not actually looking at what's going on. You're there for anything you can use as what you call hate content.
So, Laura, these people think that our subs and the people that follow us are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
A lot of them are,
No
though.
comment.
A lot of them are.
Every day, right? I mean,
Right.
she's been in a penitentiary. I mean, people like that are dangerous. They have nothing to lose.
Excuse me.
They have nothing to live for. If you give them $50, they're gonna do backflips. I mean, how
Molly, you're self-reflecting. Remember your drunk vacation here in Florida when you told people they had to super chat you? You would do backflips and somersaults for a $50 super chat. You have. Just saying, you self-reflect a lot. You got a therapist? You might need one. Just saying. I mean, Mallory's the new life coach on YouTube, according to Mallory. She is now a life coach, just like you. Maybe you ought to consult each other.
I could not believe that she was as young as she was. I said, I thought she was like 68 years old with a package of cigarettes. She sounded more worse than my mother, who was dying of lung cancer. She's not going to live. My mother won't last. Whatever you do is going to come right back to you.
Yeah, and she is. I don't like the stuff she's done about Summer Wells lately. But anyway, Molly, she's been around for years. Her channel goes up and down. But she has her regulars, and guess what? She's getting the cash apps, the PayPal, the super chat, all the stuff you're not getting no more from YouTube. However, I do think their Patreon gives you the people that were doing the super chats and stuff are still in your Patreon, so I'm sure you still get it. Just not through YouTube. I don't know. Can you do that on Kick? I don't know. They don't have super chat on Kick, do they? Adrian does look like sad. But yeah, Molly. Okay.
I
From Winky Whisper. I know everything that goes down in Jen. Fuck you, Winky Whispers. I don't know how you can be a friend to Jenny after all that you've supplied me with.
Who?
Winky Whispers. We knew everything that was going down with Jen's Discord before it happened. And it was Winky Whispers, and Winky Whispers loved to kiss her ass. Who taught you to be that fake?
Wow.
Yes.
Hold on, I didn't see a comment. What did Leo say? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see Leo's comment.
Hey, Headstone.
Why would anyone care how long another creator is on? People used to go after Molly for that all the time, Johnny. Molly's on so much. When is she spending time with her family? When is she doing this? When is she doing that? Constantly.
I was working.
That was working. And Laura, you're talking about, I mean, there was times Molly would be 18 hours at a time. That's not an exaggeration. You call working attacking, harassing, doxing, threatening, insulting, lying. That's your work. Okay. Going after victims and their families, making your channel to attack a victim, an alleged victim, and then you keep talking this crap about this lawsuit. Molly, you're not a witness in that lawsuit. If his lawyers would use you, that would be a big strike. Because you weren't there. You don't know anything but the crap you and your friends, these ladies like you that can't grow up and get out of the 90s. That boy band don't care about you. They know you're going to spend your money. That's what they care about. They're a 90s band, for Christ's sake. And then you get on here acting like, oh, I knew about this. I'm in the lawsuit. No, you're not. You yourself said you got, and I don't believe you talk to Nick on a regular basis like you claimed either. Never did. Never believed if you were anything, you were nothing more than a quickie, like the other ones on the bus. You might have been in the hotel room for 10 minutes, but I don't believe you ever had no 3-month dating relationship with him. Girl, you'd have put that, you'd have had so many pictures and videos, you'd have plastered it from one end of this earth to the other. Stop. I don't believe that you're good friends with him and his wife either. You slipped up and said that they even contacted you and told you to stay out of this back when it started up again. But you didn't listen, of course. Of course. And then you're going to say you were just down there watching them again and the one couldn't get enough of you and, wanted to be, yeah. No, he didn't. Come on, did you see the pictures? Was you wearing a muumuu? I'm just asking. A long muumuu. I don't know. But they want your money because they know you ladies are going to go spend it. You're a fan, a stalker fan, but a crazed fan, but that's it. Not trying to be mean, but it is what it is. Get out of the damn 90s. Hey, headstones.
I was working.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing. So now when I'm on vacation, they're still watching me. What is she? What is she doing? What is she doing? I'm on a vacation. I'm on a girl trip with my friends. Why doesn't her husband have a problem with it? Adrian, do you have a problem with me going? You know what? Let's just ask him now. Everyone wants to know this. Now we'll have it on Laura's channel. Watch this. Give me click all of it. Do you have a problem with me traveling alone?
No.
Why?
Why would I? I don't understand why would.
Some people think it's weird that I could just go to England or go to Greece by myself. Do you trust me?
Yeah, I don't see the problem.
Okay.
No, you're wearing a trash bag.
It's simple as that, right?
Wait a minute.
I just don't see what the problem is.
Wait. You're wearing a godforsaken trash bag. What's he got to worry about? You got Mr. Magoo glasses on. I'm sorry, but if you would get different glasses, it might help a little bit. That's just my opinion. I just don't like the big glasses. I think they look too big. I don't know. Anyway, Molly, he probably already has it all laid out when he knows you're going somewhere. He can have a party. He can actually sleep in his real house and not the rental house. Molly, you're wearing a trash bag. And a knockoff brand from the dollar store. You don't even go get the Hefties or the Glad. That is his vacation when you go away. But that's just my opinion. He's probably ecstatic. And you notice how he never lets you take your son anywhere either. Just saying. And conveniently, you were going to go with him months back. You said your videos. But you had to take Princess with you because Wally Boy wouldn't let you go take Jake yourself. You had to have Princess with you to take care of Jake. Which, okay, whatever. You're all's money. But just, speak it like it is. You go by yourself. You don't want to go. That's just my opinion.
Well, I feel the same way about you. That's we've been married for 20 years. Thank you. I was on a girl trip.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to bring it up, but everybody knows.
I had a lot of fun on that girl trip.
I'm not talking.
And I am about to go away with my husband for our 20th year wedding anniversary. I don't see why I can't just live my life according to my standards, my rules, and I'm not bothering anybody on these trips. Why does that bother? Why does that bother people? I mean,
it don't bother nobody, Molly. And Laura, you are so checked out of this. This is Molly self promotion. This is what you always do when she gets on panel. Me, I. No one cares, Molly. It's that you put the content out here, usually acting pretty stupid and ridiculous, and that's what they review and comment on. But I don't care who you are. It's strange that your husband and your child never travels with you, even on vacations. And it's strange that you go on all these vacations and you sit in a freaking hotel room and gorge yourself with food and drink. And then get on here, going to the bathroom while live, telling people they better super chat you or else. So it's your own behaviors, Molly. I don't teach this just where you go, who you go with. It's the behavior you do and put on here. Don't put it out there if you don't want it talked about. And Wally Boy even sitting there knowing you're not even supposed to be on YouTube, you're going to get caught and you're going to lose that channel too. Because you're not supposed to have a channel. You're not supposed to have access through a channel. Molly, by the way.
Seems to really bother people.
No, don't.
Adrian could send me on a trip with you. I won't turn it down. Adrian, she needs someone to go to Ireland with.
Ireland now. Okay, see, but I've gone to Ireland with Holly. Do they forget?
Oh, Molly got up.
Okay, blank screen. I know that's you.
You go, blank screen. I don't know if that's you, but you go.
Exactly, D. Molly just happened to be the first one to say it. No, whistle down. She's not talking about it. I know what she's talking about. Absolutely, Rich. Always.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, I just want you to know, I told someone who was discussing two tacos, not to fuck with two tacos, and that she has absolutely zero credibility in this community. And I don't even know why you're fucking with her again. So I just wanted to let you know that I said that.
That two taco credibility?
Correct.
What was the topic?
Someone that's close to you was going to possibly have two tacos on our channel. I said, don't. It'll backfire. Two Tacos has zero credibility. Zero. Around the community. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to get anywhere. She faked the suicide attempt. It was bad. And nobody will take her seriously. So.
I wasn't around for all that, and I don't know anything about anyone trying to bring her up.
Molly, that's supposed to be one of your ride or dies, and you're not even taking her back. That's supposed to be your good friend. I wonder if you're going to wait till after this was over to address this on a course of live on Kit, or to get two tacos and then riled up on Laura. You'll do something to get revenge for it because your face said it all. But honey, if that was my ride or die, like two tacos has been for you, I wouldn't be sitting there listening to Laura say that stuff. Sorry, I'd just shut her up. You don't ride or die for anybody, Molly. Ever.
Not been intention to YouTube unless somebody tells me or sends me a screenshot, it gives me some sort of update. That's the only thing that I know about YouTube. I have a feeling this is
That's a flat out lie. That is a flat out lie. You know exactly what's going on. You do watch people. Stop. And you comment in videos. You do, or on people's lives. Stop. You really think anybody believes that? You're doing anything you can to get on YouTube. You think you're sneaking your way back in? It's not going to work. Not going to work, Molly. You're going to get caught. Just a matter of time.
This is going to go on forever. The bullshit is just going to go on forever.
Yeah, but it shouldn't go on forever. Like,
that camera angle makes you. I'm sorry. This is only like the second or third time that I've reviewed Laura, but that the one time it was because Veda was doing it. It was weird. Reviewing Veda that was it was weird. But that camera angle really is not a good angle, dear. And maybe the backdrop is, I don't know, just too much. Not your green screen, your background. But that camera angle, I don't know why you're so hell bent on that. But yeah, no. You know me, I don't even have one. I use my laptop. But I wouldn't have it staring down on my head.
The shit that's said about me, I don't even address. The other half, when I do address it, which is something I do want to address before I forget, because I will forget. Queen Bee, you lied. Since I know you're streaming me, I'll speak to you. You fucking lied to everybody today. The one part that I heard was a blatant fucking lie. The reason why I said those things about Jonesin is because she came after me. It wasn't that I just came up with it out of nowhere. I don't ever go after anybody for no reason. Unless you come.
You're what? The stuff you said about her and her dad? Laura, you're disgusting. Nothing warrants that. You did that. You always are talking shit about people. That's what you do. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay.
Come after me, I'm not going after you. And that is my track record. You can look this up. So you can lie to your people all fucking day long, but at no point did I just all of a sudden decide to go after Jonesin and say that stuff for no reason at all. Heels, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Laura, you had no right and no business to say the things that you did in the first place. It don't matter. You had no right to say that stuff. You need an accountability coach. You need to go and visit the newest life coach, Mallory. You know, since your buddy Molly is not supposed to be up here, but she can life coach you over on Kick. Because they both bought their life coaching certificates off the internet. You know, we pay $100 to print it up.
Because you never fucking corrected it, and you knew that. Who else was on the panel? B. Tim may not know because he's a fucking moron who's clueless. Nick, I think, was on it. Everybody knew why, Nick especially, and everyone was too scared to.
I think I'll take B. Tim's words over yours any day. Any day. You need to look up at the definition of moron. I swear, you guys use your lives to self-reflect. You really do.
To say a fucking word. And here is.
Why did it stop again? Come on, YouTube. Why are you glitching?
QB lying to her fucking audience going, Jonesin would never do anything. Laura just came up with this stuff and went after Jonesin for no reason. Now you can straighten it out because that was a fucking blatant lie. Jonesin brought up something from 14, 15 years ago that she knew nothing about and started rambling on, and people were going to call CPS and all this other shit. So don't sit here and act like, oh, she's just so innocent And Laura's just so big and bad. Fuck you. Because that is a blatant fucking lie. And everyone knows it. So keep your lies to your fake fucking likes and go fuck yourself. Speak the truth and don't fucking speak it all.
It's not fake likes. It's a glitch with YouTube. It's been happening to multiple channels. It's not paid for likes and views. You dumbass. Do you not ever pay attention to what's going on? Evidently not. Evidently not. You're jealous because that channel does better than you. I mean, you're the one always talking about numbers and super chats and stuff. So, yeah, I think you might be a little jealous there. But the things you said about Joneson and her dad was beyond disgusting. Beyond disgusting. And you say stuff like that all the time about people.
Well, I have to say real quick that you bring up Heels. Heels is the biggest joke imaginable.
I agree with that.
She is one to talk about anybody. Pay your bills, fix your credit, get your life together. We've all seen it. That shit's been going around. You look pretty bad.
What?
You are a straight up low life, and that's why you act the way that you are. You don't like women that are attractive. You don't like women that have their own businesses and make money. You are full, and this is what you're doing at your age. You're like my mother's age. Get it together.
She's only 2 years younger than my mom.
God, you on paper you are pathetic. I can't even see how they would ever even rent a car to you. I mean, it was that pathetic. I looked at it and went, "You got to be kidding me." This is who is trying to act all judgmental? No. It's funny how everybody wants to sit and hide behind their cameras.
Okay. First off, you couldn't be, Molly. You've sunk to some really downright low down levels. But this is shame on you. You are so jealous of Hills because guess what? Hills can't, and I'm not speaking for Hills. Hills in the air isn't even monetized, you ass. She could be making money off YouTube. She gets a lot of views. She's got the numbers. Jealous much? I don't believe anything you just said. And who the hell cares about anybody's credit? That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with YouTube. But you should be putting out this misinformation. It's going to come back to bite you in your flat trash bag ass, in my opinion. You haven't learned a damn thing, Molly. Not a damn thing. You're not going to. You are who you are. And I've been saying it for a year now. I never thought you were spiraling. I never thought you were losing it. I just always thought you were just Molly. Because this has been your behavior. Did you amp it up a little bit? Because you've gotten away with so much over the years? Absolutely. But the core was you. It's who you've always been. Probably always will be. Because you've learned absolutely nothing about your behavior. And passing around bullshit about people that you have no business even talking about, let alone passing it around. Because guess what? It's not your business. No one's personal life is your business. You need to worry about your own because it don't seem to be all together there. And that's because you put it all on YouTube and Kick and Facebook and anywhere else you can post it. That's my opinion.
Act like they're better and that they think that they can judge everyone else. All you have is a wind band. You got a bunch of hot air. That's all you have. That's all you have. That's all you got going for you.
I agree.
The wind.
And not only that, but notice how the biggest shit talkers, like if this community has gotten to the point that you would rather respect and like someone who hides behind a fucking avatar, then let's go back to Diane 2.0. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be part of a community that would rather not even look at the person they're speaking to, not even know what they look like, but that's who you're going to respect. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm sorry, but I don't.
You were targeted.
Laura, excuse me. You're the grenade candle lady, right? You know, with the exploding candle. I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm not sure what community claims you. Just saying. And what the hell why are you two so obsessed with people camming up? What is the big deal? How someone looks doesn't have jack zip to do with me watching them. I don't care what you look like. I'm watching you for your content, for what you're talking about, what you're showing. I don't cam up half the time. I cam up when I feel like it. And when I'm not lazy and I do my hair and makeup. But I gotta do my nails because I let my daughter paint my nails. And yeah. She's 7.5, so that I'll tell you. I gotta repaint. But
the same way I was targeted because we've shared.
Now, why are you women so obsessed with people camming up? Honestly, Molly, I wish you would have learned how to shut your camera off sometimes. Because no one wanted to see the horse cow chewing, whatever you want to call it. You were forever stuffing your face and eating like a cow. Sorry, but it was gross. It was just really gross. I'm trying to be nice about it, but there is no nice way to say it. You would never shut off your camera when you should. And Laura, your camera is above your head, and I get the whole horse thing. I really do. Not to be mean. I really do. But your face looks really, it's not a good angle. So maybe y'all need to not cam up for a minute. I don't know. But okay.
Shared so much about our personal lives.
Mm-hmm.
We go live.
If
you and I did not go live and we did not share anything about our men, our past, our children, would not be criticized in the manner that we are. Now, that also brings it to something else. I mean, like we're able to have Patreons.
Molly, you're criticized on your behavior, on what you put out there. If you don't want to be reviewed or have somebody do a reaction video to you or what you're putting out, then you shouldn't have put it out. You put everything, and Nora, you do too. I mean, the things you've said that have been out there with your, oh, I don't want to. Okay, with, the things you said on here, like trying to use your daughter as some kind of bait to see if your boyfriend would bite or not. I mean, what the hell? And then Molly's going to sit here on this live about your son's injury, which I'm so sorry for, and I hope he heals fast. And I hope it heals good and everything's good. But that's supposed to be your friend. And she sat there like asking you if he was doing you know what. And you act like it was nothing. Sometimes, Laura, the stuff you say or go along with, just like you said one time I reviewed you about the doxing, how you did it, and now it's, you do it. And it's like sometimes there's no one up there. You don't. Sometimes morality leaves you people, I guess. Yeah, because there's no way in hell that, number one, a friend of mine would have ever did that about my child. Period. But if they would have, we would have handled that issue. I wouldn't have sat there like nothing was being said. Some of the things that you support puts a lot in question for me. It just does.
Have people have easy access to talk to us one-on-one. So that's like something that they love, but and it makes those naysayers angry. They're like, why are people supporting people like Laura and her candles? You want to know something, Laura? You've been working on those candles for a long time.
3 years.
Still criticizing you after all this?
Look, I've never purchased one of those candles. I checked her website out. Okay, she's way overpriced. I've heard things from other people that have gotten her candles, including you, Molly. Remember what you used to say about Laura's candles? Just saying. And I've just heard some things about the business end of it that I don't think is, hunky dory, but about how you treat customers and stuff. But like I said, it's through other people. I've never and won't, because I think the candles are too high priced in my opinion. I love a good candle though, but I don't want one that's gonna freaking explode. Or that glass, yeah. And I don't want a blue waffle. Sorry. It is what it is.
I'm sorry. I take, what? Consider the source. Consider the source. You know that girl out there on Long Island hates her life, has always hated her life. Her dad probably treated her like shit her whole life. She probably got daddy issues, every other issue. And I'm sure that husband can't wait till that kid's 18 so he can say, see ya, get the fuck out. Or you know what? I'm out. You're by yourself. And let's pray that kid doesn't.
Sorry, guys, I'm keeping my lighter so I don't smoke.
The thing about the candles, though, and this is where I have issues with all these people. It took me 2 years to really know what I was doing. And I would say a year and a half. I still learn every day. I still go through stuff every day. I change wicks. I do this. I'm always trying to perfect it. And I hear these people come out, they're just getting it perfect right off the bat. Bullshit.
I agree with that. It does, to make a good candle, I've made homemade candles, just for myself. And yeah, if you're going to do it as a business, you do got to perfect the scents and stuff. I never bought one of your candles. Like I said, I think they're too high priced, but that's just my opinion. I have heard other people, including the person you're talking to right now, who has experienced your candles, and I heard, but Laura, you make yourself a target because you just want to have something to get on here and talk about. You insert yourself into places where it's not about you and you're not part of, but you jump in to be part of because you want content. And you and Molly clearly aren't even on the same page. And Molly clearly doesn't like your candle. She said it how many times? But you're probably sending it to her for free. I don't know if you are or not, but would I be surprised? No. But I hope your business is doing well. I know you've got kids going to school. I know more power to you. Can we move on from the candles now before one explodes?
Bullshit. You have to learn what scents work with what wicks, what wax works with what wicks, with what scent. Like, it's a learning process, and you're going to make a lot of fuck-ups. A lot.
Well,
Nature's Lover, why doesn't she take the link here? I'm sorry. I don't cave to anybody. I have my own panel. If she's got something to say, she could come take a link.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what kind of punk
I'm not speaking for Queen Bee because I can't. And I wouldn't. But anyway, Laura, how many times you been on panel over there? Girl, stop. You won't go take that link because you've been running your mouth too much. Honest truth is what it is. And you've done some shit, Laura, of course. Because you've taken that link many times. Stop. Stop. Well, you want her to come over there so she brings her audience over there so you really have a lot of numbers in chat? I don't think any of them sub you, though. I don't know. Maybe they would. I don't know. I can't speak for them. But, yeah.
She thinks I am that I'm going to go take a link on her channel? No, she could come take a link here.
Sit down.
You're
not ready. Sit down. Stay down.
Exactly.
I'd rather have no channel than be back in this fucking shithole. I mean, it really. I mean, I have to say, I have more time for my Patreons. I'm going to the gym. I'm tanning. I'm doing a lot of
things. Go to the gym for what?
I'm spending a lot more time, and I'm still on Kick. If you really want to hang out, I'm over there on Kick. It's a fine. And the thing is I was not doing true crime when I left. I don't think a lot of people recognize that I stopped talking about it for a couple of months.
Molly, you were nothing but drama. You never stopped talking about the cases that you were making money off of, the couple, and you totally turned them into a circus. Stop. You were never really true crime to begin with. You were nothing but drama. A lot of lies, a lot of misinformation. You made money off the backs of victims and their families. You lied about them. Did you not even film a funeral? Yeah. Okay. Or take pictures? Yeah. Molly, there was the last 8 months you were on, 9 months you were on YouTube. You destroyed a Marine veteran and his wife and created a story where there wasn't one. You had that woman harassed, hated on, attacked. You had people go to the house and film where their children were living. Yeah. You're scum. You haven't changed. You go to people's homes. You get people fired from their jobs. And you're the ringleader of these other clowns, in my opinion.
I wasn't doing it. And I also didn't want to make money doing it anymore. So that's why I was going over to the other channel. That's where I made more money on the other channel. Not Molly Golightly. It's actually Live with Golightly was where I was making money. Mm-hmm. That is the truth. I have no reason to lie. Laura, I sent you my 1099. Was I lying about?
No.
Being
I heard that Chasing Truth was the one that said, "Oh, Molly's lying. There's no way." No, she really did make it. I have the receipt. Like, I saw it. She really.
Of course she did. Off of a victim and the victim's family. Of course she did. She created a circus to make money. She was never a real true crime channel. Ever. You could not call yourself a true crime channel when you start that channel to attack an alleged victim. You use that channel to do nothing but spew hate and misinformation and outright lies about stuff. Create a story where there isn't one because there was no crime. Like I said, she was never a real true crime channel.
They did make that much money that month.
And I have. And then the year before as well. All you have to do is work. All you have to do is work. I covered so many topics.
No, you didn't.
I covered so many different things.
No, you didn't. Yeah, I talked about one story that wasn't a case, wasn't even a story, was a personal family tragedy for 8, 9, 10 months. And before that, it was summer, monkey bond. And poor Cash. Cash Garden, you didn't, Molly. All you did was ripped off these horrible tragedies. That's not work sitting in a chair, lying and passing around misinformation and attacking and harassing people, doxing people. Ooh, okay. And the sad part is you made a lot of money doing it. That's the saddest thing of all. That outrageous, atrocious behavior made you a lot of money.
All those videos were just sitting there. They were still views.
Hi, Smiley
All you
Molly.
have to do is put in the work. You can't just come out and just sit and hang out and expect money's going to keep hitting you in the face.
Mhm.
It's not. You need to understand that. And
I agree.
to be honest with you, I've been away for 2 months now from YouTube, and I hear it every day. Marissa, please come back. Please come back. For what? A shithole?
Molly, you can't come back. You did appeal it and lost. Remember, you made the mistake of telling Joey. But anyway, you can't come back. You're terminated. You're going to get caught using your coaching, your roaching channel, your life roaching for kids. And that's going to get shut down too. You can't come back. You're dying to come back. You would do anything to come back to YouTube. Who are you kidding? You just sat here and said about all the money you made, which is true. You did make a lot of money off them poor victims. Yep. Sure did. Don't say you don't miss all that and the attention. And it can stop. You would, if YouTube would give you the green light, you would be on there 2 seconds after you got the green light. Stop. You can't come back. Not without ban evading.
Why? Why would I want to move backwards? And it's almost like, did the universe do me a favor? Do I really want to go back to what I was doing? Because I feel better as far as health, mentality wise. Listen. I love that one guy that does the true crime.
Right. No.
What's his name? No, what's his name?
Oh, you
Jay,
know.
right? Jay Harris. Jay Harris. He does. Oh my God, he's on my Facebook. So I know him as Jay. But I love his true crime. The thing is, I'm into it, but I don't know how people could just jump from one topic to the next.
Because you don't get emotionally invested.
I don't see how people can. I mean, these are human beings. These are little babies.
Molly, you didn't care about these little babies, these human beings. All you cared about is what you were making. Because if you really cared, you would have never acted the way you did. You absolutely did not care. You were happy to lie about people, to attack people, and to pass as much information as you could gather. Because that's another thing. You never did your own research. You would take whoever was in your chat's word for it. You couldn't vet sources because you knew you'd have nothing to say. And you were the source of all the lies, in my opinion. Especially with Marwan and Dre.
I wish that I could help all of these people. And I can't. I mean, it's so what's the point? So in a way, is it exploitation? In a way, yes, it is.
No,
but giving an opinion,
you didn't state things as opinion. You always stated them as fact. Always said you had the proof, but you never ever showed any. Okay. The way you did it was wrong, no matter how you look at it.
Opinion. I nothing I wouldn't do different with someone. There's nothing I would do with Gabby Petito. There's nothing definitely I would ever do with Marvon McCray. Nothing. I think I handled all of those to the best of my ability. But the thing with Summer.
What? You handled that? You helped create that nightmare. You created the mess on YouTube. And yeah, there was a lot already going on Facebook and Reddit. But once you got involved, it really went beyond. I mean, people were asking questions and stuff. But you took it to so many other levels. You outright lied. I mean, you outright lied on the daily. What are you proud of what you did to Dre and her family, to Marvon and his children? They weren't even feel safe to live in their own home, Molly. You had people stalking that woman and those kids. How much of that money went to the care of Marvon's medical care? Or to Marvon's children? Not a penny. Where'd it go? Because you've not showed no receipts of anything. You've done nothing but lie and misinform about Dre and Marwan. And Letitia too. The biological mother. Yeah. Remember? You guys don't like that point out there. In fact, she didn't even make that part clear when she first came out with all this either. And then she co-signed a lot all you guys' behavior. Yours, old Spanky Boys, LB's, EKC, Charlotte, your little Tatum buddy there, wannabe Molly, that they passed around your misinformation in your lives willingly, knowingly, especially LB. Okay. Y'all keep blaming this on someone that has nothing that you can't blame it on.
I feel like she's such a special case. And I think that she has been just treated worse than a.
All right, let's get into this then. What makes her such a special case? She's one kid out of 100 million that are missing. What makes her so special?
What made her special in this community was people latched on.
No, it's because the parents came also onto YouTube. But y'all were down there acting like fools. You don't talk about all the other kids. Laura's right about that part. But summer just became nothing but about money and views for you people. Y'all didn't care about that baby. Y'all didn't care a bit. In fact, never mind, I won't say it, but I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with that. They would have been happy to have, it would have been ecstatic for them to have the outcome that they kept saying was going to happen. I mean, come on, look at BHB. When that little boy was found, that baby was found, the disappointment in her face, because right a couple hours before that happened, she said, well, I have a gut feeling this is going to not come out good. And then a couple hours later, he was found, thankfully, safe and sound. That was a blessing. But they get disappointed. The summer has been nothing but a cash cow for these guys. And it's sickening. It is sickening. That's all the content Spanky Boy, orange man over there, is doing. Summer, Dawn, Candace, Dawn, Summer. It's pathetic. And you'd be doing it too if you were over here. And you know it. And you can't come back to YouTube. Stop it. It's not your choice. You were banned, Molly. You were terminated. You tried to get your channel back. You couldn't do it. And you know it. Old Wally boy couldn't do it for you, could he? Mr. Scariest man in the world. Y'all gotta be intimidated by him, and you need to worry about him because he can do you some harm. Couldn't get you your YouTube channel back, Mom. Yeah, Adrian with all these careers at his young age. Oh my, he doesn't even have the balls to speak up to you. He knows what you are. He knows how you behave. You know? Okay.
I particularly, I did make an enormous amount of money on summer wells. I did. But did I try and give it back? Of course. Of course. Not everyone's going to do that. Not everybody thinks like I do.
Um, do I think that you gave some money out of your own pocket? Yeah. Do I think it's as much as you claim? Hell to the no. Not with the way you buy ridiculous stuff, like them ridiculous shoes. And you bought all that expensive purse. Uh, you're buying Tom Ford skincare. You don't need to spend that kind of money. You can get good skincare that works just fine, and don't need to spend what you did. It's ludicrous to you. Everything's got to have a label. That's all you care about is labels, except for that trash bag you're wearing. Because that really does look like a dollar store brand trash bag. I don't know. You still have your oil on from the tanning bed? Your spray or something? How else did you get in that thing? Just asking. It's got to be uncomfortable because it looks like it's going to bust out the seams. It really does. And it's not a good look. Then Mr. Magoo glasses, just because you'd have designer glasses and had to order multiple pairs, isn't that what you said? Girl, you couldn't have found a better pair? Okay.
Not everybody's going to get into their car and drive 10 hours. Not everybody's going to get on a plane. Not everybody's going to have the balls to say what they on the internet to Don and Candace's face. I did that. And when I did that, it was like...
Molly, you were a nuisance. You were a heckler. Those people, you're not going to get anywhere with people by screaming and cussing at them and putting them down and attacking them and following them around. You couldn't get it that they didn't want to talk to you. No matter how many, I'm not sticking up for Dawn or Candace, but you couldn't get it they didn't want to talk to you. You were a disgrace down there. You, Betty, who was with you? Olivia JLR, who else was with you? You were a disgrace down there. You got a man fired that you had no idea what happened with Summer. You don't. And you had very little knowledge then, and you have even less now. You guys in them faces. But yeah, it was about money for you, Molly. And views. You were getting a lot of views because to you that's fame. This YouTube was your reality show because you couldn't get a real one. You canceled yourself. Your season was permanently canceled.
They were no longer criminals anymore. Like they were no longer suspects. And I was like, wait a second. I thought that this is what we wanted. Didn't we really keep them in the with me yelling and saying, what happened to your daughter? Her going like this. I mean, to me, that was shocking.
Hold on one second. Classy B, when she is woman enough to come in here and say, give me a link, I will give her a link. I don't need anybody coming over here saying,
oh, why don't you just post a link? Why does somebody got to come in kissing your arse to get a link? Stop, Laura. And Molly, you're disgusting. You wouldn't have gotten nothing out of them either, especially the way you were treating them. But you wouldn't have gotten anything. You think that you would have been more capable of getting some type of confession over the police, the pros? But the quickest way to turn someone off and shut them down is to behave the way you did. Like an idiot. Like a freaking animal with rabies.
Oh, she wants the link. Then tell her to come over here. Say, drop me a link, and I will give her a link. It's that simple.
Just drop the link,
Let me
Laura.
stir friggin'
I mean, it's literally that simple. Okay, Janelle, it's confirmed.
Me too, T. Kelly.
Not that I'm doubting anybody, but I mean, I'd be more than happy to give her a link. If she comes in here and says, can I have a link? Then I'll say, fine. Yeah, I don't think so either, Erica. And I'm not about to get porn bombed, whatever. No, she's not blocked. Hey, Fort Cheese.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna go.
So another thing I want to address while we're waiting for Marissa to come back is made a comment. Oh my God, Laura, why would you say on live where your kids going? Blah blah blah. Okay, only a fucked up person thinks like that. Now, at first I didn't, and as everybody pointed out to me,
Laura, you don't have a problem with real life. People go in real life because you've done it many times. I have a video of you saying it. You know how YouTube is and how some people are on YouTube. That's all that was meant. Is, why are you putting that out there for, everyone's to know? It's no one's business. And yeah, there are people that will try to reach out. You know that. But you're one of those real lifers. That's what I mean. Something just doesn't click right with you because some of the things you're okay with. Wow. And you have kids. That's scary. I'm just saying, because you really think that a lot of things that are acceptable aren't acceptable, baby. But I'm sorry, it's just not info I would put out, especially with how you get on here and always be going after people. That's all it was being said. It wasn't to be, sorry, but protect your children first. I don't know. That's just my opinion. That was my take on it. You put this stuff out there and then you get mad if anybody talks about it. Simple solution. Don't put it out there.
Does it fucking matter? I have been doxxed so many times. Let's use blank screen, for example. Not that blank screen goes real life, but let's just use blank screen, for example. How hard do you think it would be and now you guys all know my kids' names. How hard would it be for blank screen to find our social media and he would find that information anyway? I can guarantee you can ask 15 people in what's Laura's last name?
I don't know your last name. I don't care to know your last name. I don't need to know where your child's going to school either. It's just, there is some people that would use that information and not in a good way. And you know that. That was the whole point of it. You know how people can be. And unfortunately, there's some real weirdos on the internet. I mean, okay.
That's perplexed. Like, go ask Betty. She'll tell you. Go ask Laura. He'll tell you. There's a million people that you wouldn't even have to be friends with. Oh, what's Laura's name? There you go. Ask Tropical Gal. She'll give you my address. So at this point, it doesn't even fucking matter. If somebody wants to know where my kids are going to school, all they got to do is look on their social media, which would not be hard to fucking find. So it's not like my whole life has been private. It's not like somebody can't find my last name within 30 seconds or my address or anything else. So that's why your point is completely moot. I just want to say that. I also want to know why would you show my son's x-ray? Forget all the business stuff. Okay. I'll get into that after. Why would
I'm going to fast forward through this because makeup already addressed this. And I was in that live, and his injury was not discussed. The x ray was not sit there and shown. She was scrolling through your community page and scrolled right on past it. You're the one that put all this stuff out there and keeps talking about it, Laura. No one else. No one else. But okay. Let's see where we go. Molly's coming back here. And she's next. She's gonna make fun. They're gonna make fun of makeups, nails, and I think that's so immature and childish. I just don't even want to be a part of that. I think it's ridiculous. Um, I think Makeup Monster is very talented. I could tell you one thing: I'd buy her candles first. That's just my opinion. All right, I'm gonna fast forward to right. Molly should be coming back right about here. Maybe not. And I don't understand this looking at people on who they follow and stuff. Oh, she's gonna play makeup. They're gonna play Makeup Monster. Oh, I forgot about that. Let me see if this is the part. There's a part I want to go over in this live where Molly's just talking again. They're so
I've been
jealous of
working
Makeup
on.
Monster.
So you guys can see.
Oh, you're
that,
working? I thought you had a business.
You know, oh shit! Whoops! I accidentally.
What happened?
I've also been working on. Hold on.
Molly, stop. You know exactly what MM's up to. You watch that. Will you quit? You're not a good actress. You're not. We see right through you. But I want to fast forward this because I don't want to hear him lie about Makeup Monster. And that's what Laura's doing. They're just jealous. But that's just my opinion.
So you guys get the idea. I love you too, Mary.
Okay, did Molly leave? No.
But no, you don't ever have to worry about her discouraging me, Bushi, at all.
It's been a hit, and they do this 80s tour where they get like Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, and they all, and Salt and Pepper, and they do this like 80s concert every year. I've been going to them. I've just liked them since I was a kid, and
I watched growing up hip hop. Salt and Peppers do their own tours, by the way. But Molly, you're 50-year-old women, and Laura's laughing because she knows it's ridiculous, that refused to get out of the 90s. That boy band don't know you, Molly. You're nothing but a stalker fan. You're a fan to them, a super stalker fan. You spend your money. That's what they want.
I get to see these girls that I haven't seen since I'm like a teenager, and we just, you know, it was cool. I mean, Don came right up and bumped drinks with Tiffany, like, oh my God, you know, because I mean, there's so
Molly, I doubt you're real good friends with her. She had one song out back in the 90s, maybe. So what about it? You paid for her attention. That's why she was there. That's why you're there. You paid for their attention. It's not because you're BFFs. Y'all should be ashamed. You're just too old to be drooling after these. I don't even know what to call them. 90s boy band D celebrities that nobody knows about anymore. I mean, come on. You're there and they're sitting there because you're paying for it. He doesn't dox anybody. No, he doesn't.
Let me just tell you guys, when Tiffany and Marissa was still friends, Marissa was somewhere. I think she was in an airport. And she calls me and Tiffany. Oh my God, Tiffany's here. do you guys want her autograph? I'm like, that's a hard no. She's like, you don't want her autograph? I'm like, no. Do you remember that?
No, Tiffany was doing a show by Adrian's Airbnb, and she was selling.
I thought you were at an airport.
No.
No, you can bet that if Tiffany had a show somewhere, Molly paid to be there. I knew it wasn't in an airport because I doubt she could call us Molly in an airport. Molly, yet again, you paid to be there. You were paying for her attention. I don't believe you're real BFFs or ever were. You paid for like you've always paid, like you paid on YouTube for people's attention. But damn, you left YouTube too fast. You were kicked off YouTube too fast. I could have used one of your $100 super chats, and you're damn right I'd have took it. And I'd have used it too. Just saying. But anyway, we don't live in the 90s no more, Miles. But you still pay for people's attention. Because sadly, I think that's how you think you get attention. It's what you've always done, right?
No, I ordered no. So she was in Harrisburg doing a little show, and there wasn't many people there, and she wasn't selling many autographs. So
you paid for one.
I want her autograph because I kind of feel bad. Because
you kind of feel bad. Is that why you paid for one? Because that's why you were standing there getting a picture with her because you paid for it, not because you're friends. And you just admitted she's really a way like D-lister, but you still gave your money, didn't you?
Thanks. I'll pass on that.
Oh, those sound is
the singer. Tiffany the singer.
Hey,
I think we're all alone now. That Tiffany. Yeah. But Laura was like, no.
Yeah. Me and Tiffany were both like, no, it's okay. Thanks, though.
Oh my God. You're sitting here acting like she is BFF with this 90s one song wonder. You're totally just acting like teenagers. And Laura clearly don't care and could care less. But Molly's eating this up. Laura's eating it up because she's got so many people in chat. She never gets that many people in chat. Molly, you paid for her to take that picture with you. You paid for that autograph. Stop. That's the sad part. Actually, that's the pathetic part. You're a 50-year-old woman. And you're paying these people. Okay. Got better things for your money.
On Facebook that was like, yeah, I want one. That's about it. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know what she was going on about. The candle, those little candle things, those round ones, is precisely what Adrian would use.
Let's move forward.
That,
Wait a minute.
I just think.
Laura really does have a whole bunch of candles under Molly. I was blown away. A whole Molly collection. I don't even get one. What the hell? Molly's not even a D-list celebrity, Laura. Or there's an E-list celebrity, which is about where Tiffany and all them are. But she don't qualify as any kind of a celebrity. Why do you have a whole candle collection dedicated to Molly? I mean, couldn't you pick someone that has a little bit of status? Do you sell many of them candles? Well, you probably did to Molly Subs when Molly was on YouTube, didn't you? Yeah, then they turn around and say, oh, I got ripped off, I was used, I was played. Yeah, we know how that goes.
Someone got it in their head that they want a piece of that action, and they're willing to do anything they want to take that lifestyle away from his children, from him, and make the other guys suffer. Just that agreed. And it's all on tape.
Oh, you shit, dude.
It's
you can tell Molly's talking shit and lying. Oh, that face. Look at that face. That's a face I'm like, It's full of shit. They don't have shit on tape, or there would be no case. They didn't have all this evidence on tape. And of course, she's talking about Nick Carter, who she's not supposed to be talking about because she let it slip herself months ago that she was told to stay the hell out of this. And I'm sorry, but I'm not a lawyer, but that'd be the last person to be on my witness list. After the things Molly's done, man, that would hurt his case so badly. Any half-witted attorney would have, whoever was representing the other side, would have a field day with that. Since Molly claims that they're BFFs and she's BFFs with his wife and they talk all the time, and I don't believe none of that.
Oh, he gets it by Friday.
If it wasn't for Aaron, none of this would be coming to fruition.
Oh, bullshit.
So he's gonna love those candles. He'll probably
I'm gonna be like, who's Energy Candles? Who sent me candles?
He'll know. He'll know. I'll let him. I'll let him know. I'll let him know.
Look at her face. You can tell she's so full of shit. You're not gonna let him know nothing, Molly. Do I believe when you started your channel, after you started it, because you started it to go after Melissa, to get attention from Nick, because you're a stalker fan, you're one of them super crazed stalker fans. I mean, no matter where these guys go to perform, you're there spending that money, which that's all they see. Stop. Do I believe that someone from his team reached out when all that was going on? Yeah, 1000%. I do believe that. Do I believe you were compensated in some way because of how far you went and continued? Absolutely. Probably with free concert tickets. But do I believe that you're BFFs and you're in contact with each other? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Molly, you don't keep secrets. You would have used that because you could have spun that with all them women that are your age that still stalk these E-list celebrities. Yeah. Don't buy it. Don't believe it.
I know that.
But that's my opinion.
He's home, so he'll know.
That documentary on Aaron, though, that was really good. And I was never an Aaron fan.
Yeah,
it was really good.
I didn't watch it.
You should. It was really good.
Didn't watch it.
Like much better than I ever expected it to be.
I did watch the Anna Nicole thing on Netflix. And then last
I'm gonna
night
fast forward
I watched,
they're gonna drive me nuts.
after I got home from Chicago and I watched people going, how did I not know this? Well, Aaron never told me.
Did you weren't really his life coach. Aaron would get all hyped up and get on anybody's channel or anybody's Instagram and talk. You didn't really talk much before his passing, Molly. Why would he tell you that? But you said he told you everything because you were his life roach. You didn't roach him very good then, did you? Just saying. You weren't his life roach. Did he ever pay you a dime? I doubt. If you had any proof of any of this stuff, it would have been all over the place. You could never even show a picture of you and Nick together those 3 months you said you had a relationship with him, which I call bullshit on that too. I truly believe that if anything did happen, which I'm really confused as to why, because even back then you still look like a knockoff brand trash bag because you still were the same with them clothes. You weren't as queer, his whatever. I understand he was young and took anything that came along, but I don't believe that you had anything more than a cookie. Or it's just my opinion. I don't believe it was anything more than that. I don't believe you were in a 3-month relationship. There is no way, Molly. You've always been about yourself. There is no way you wouldn't have a zillion pictures and videos. No possible way. You'd have did it whether he wanted you to or not. Don't buy it. Don't believe it. Just like that so-called article that was put out about you and his so-called relationship. Stop with that. It was a gossip rag that's known to print non-truth. None of that article was even true. Come on. Why he's never come out and said different, I don't know. Probably because they don't care about it. But I think it's weird he never did, especially with the lawsuits and stuff. And you said he told you to stay. Someone from his team reached out and told you to leave it alone. But did you? Nope. Nope. I'm starting to question everything, but I don't ever believe you were in any type of relationship with that man. I just don't.
He was sending me to Ireland with you. I never got a confirmation.
You want to go to Ireland? You love Ireland. They're really nice.
Ireland is beautiful.
A little bit.
The food's but they're very nice there.
Molly, how would you know? You go on these trips, which is mind blowing. That I mean, I would want, if I could afford to do that stuff, I would want my kids to go so they can experience other countries, other cultures, and just the world, you know? And I damn sure wouldn't be spending all that money to sit in a hotel room and gorge on food and drink and get on YouTube or Kick and act a fool. I don't know, but that's just me. But I do believe that the reason your behavior and the things you do to people is why you're always alone. That's just my opinion. But I mean, I don't know. Hell yeah, it's nice to take a vacation by yourself. Hands down, you can bet I'm not staying in a hotel room gorging on food and drink and get on YouTube telling y'all to super chat me. I'm gonna be out having fun, but I don't know. I would want my husband with me. But that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, Shannon. Between Phoenix and Dayton, Sage doesn't eat much. Between Phoenix and Dayton,
hear about Laura's kids because then she says everybody talks about her kids.
I'm not gonna say it. We lost our trust in him.
I bet he makes scandals too.
He over embellishes and exaggerates.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
He keeps so many things. Like, what do you call it? Like, we can't talk to any doctors. We can't see any papers. And for me, I find it rather insulting, being that, my husband does employ him and give him a home to live in and pays all of those bills.
He worked for it.
I feel like my husband should be entitled.
What? No, he works for it. And being that he employs him, why would he be entitled to all his medical records and stuff? It's not a comp claim. So if you have compensation insurance, which even in the state of Pennsylvania, you have to have if you have an employee.
Status of his.
It's not your business. Just saying, friendship aside, you're using it saying that your husband employs him. Well, that doesn't give your husband the right or you the right to all his medical records. Like I said, it's not a compensation claim. I just wonder if you even have workman's comp. And I know because I used to live in Pennsylvania, so I know the law about that. Yeah.
Medical care.
Yeah, I agree.
And we're just not getting straight
melt crayons.
And don't you have power of attorney?
Not anymore. He took it away.
Tell him get the fuck out of your house then.
I don't believe you. And you could tell by your face you were lying through your teeth about that. I don't believe you ever had power of attorney over Princess. And just the look on your face, it said it all, Molly. People just need to watch you a little bit. You can see when you're lying, which is probably 80% of the time, maybe 85 or more. But you're a dead giveaway when you're lying about something, Molly.
What? If we send him back to California, he's going to die sooner.
Oh,
If we
stop. Here
keep
she
him
goes
at that
with those
specific,
crap.
this is me and Adrian, we've talked about this. With him being at that specific location, the hospital's right in back of him. There's no need to pull an ambulance, drive, Uber, nothing. He just gets up and goes right to the door. From door to door. He walks 1 block. That's all it is. And sometimes he says it's so bad that, oh, I decided to go at 3:30 in the morning. But then he checks himself out against doctor's orders. That's what we're having a problem with. Just checking himself out. And they want to keep him. They did admit him last time, but sure enough, Princess was like, I'm getting out. And then we say, what did the paperwork say? He says, oh, I didn't wait for the paperwork, which means he just walks out. He's just walking out.
I'm having a hard time believing any of this crap anyway, but okay. Because you use him being in the hospital for sympathy and grifting. And I see what you posted in your Patreon. And you said that he was back in the hospital and death's door and all this other stuff. But he just, on death's door, just walked out of the hospital. Okay. I want to fast forward this because I'm not buying none of this crap either.
And we're afraid that he's just gonna
Do you have an insurance
pass
policy on
out
him? Is Adrian?
or go slip into a coma.
You know, the scariest man in the world?
What happens if he's walking across the street and he just passes out? If his kidneys down and his liver.
I wonder if old Wally Boy got an insurance policy on Princess. She's awful worried about it. Trying to get it to a different
Done a
place.
damn good job of raising them. Just for him to be able to find his path, I will support it, and it really does.
Okay,
It
I don't want
makes
to
me
hear
know
you
I'm
talk
doing a
about
good job. And I think him being religious is going to.
Because she cries then.
What are you going to? Sure. What are you going to New York for?
So he can go to college, so he can look at the school. We have an orientation and stuff.
Wow.
And he wants to go into the city. And my brother said, I just want you to know, Laura, there is Long Island and New York.
Very disappointed in Randy that Randy returned so quickly. But Diane did say that Wendy didn't
This
surprise
comment pisses me off. This comment says that Jones and thought it would be content to talk about Laura's kids and her parenting. Look, that's not what was going on. Laura's the one that put that stuff out there about using her child for bait for her boyfriend. Laura's the one putting this stuff out there. Don't put it out there. I'm sorry, but I haven't questioned that. That's insane. I would never do that with my child. And if you have that many doubts about a man, you shouldn't be with him. But that's just my opinion. I'm sick of the attacks on Jones, and it's just crap. Don't talk about your kids if you don't want to. You know, you're the one who puts all this out there, Laura. For Christ's sake.
because she thought that Wendy was, But I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people think, I'm just going to clear up this one rumor about me and Tiffany Marie as far as.
Sorry, my neighbor's flying
because people have asked about it. Calling Randy's job at Wendy's, that never ever happened. He never called Wendy's.
Okay, I'm fast forward.
In whatever we never went that far.
He did is now minimal.
Molly, you are so full of shit. I don't know about that specific incident. But hell yes, you mess with people's jobs all the time and people's real lives all the time. So yes, you would go that far and further.
Oh, about this one.
The lies.
All right. So a lot of people were asking me about Pascal and how he lost his channel. it had something to do with him talking about a mass shooting. And I guess they thought that he was promoting it or something. But what's interesting is this response. I found this was really interesting. Team YouTuber, we took a closer look and found that your channel received a strike for violating.
In case you haven't paid attention, Laura, it was a mistake. I'm sure it was. And he's back fully monetized. Everything's straightened out because he didn't do what they said. So you need to check the facts before you talk. But even before even at this time, he had not. I don't know when he was remonetized and it was all fixed. It happened. But you're going to pass on misinformation right here, because he did not promote anything.
Our policies on violent extremism. Channels that receive this strike won't be able to monetize again in the future. Here's YouTube Help Center. That's fucked up. You can't even get monetization back. That's it. Done.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, right? He cannot even get it back. Done. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Me and Adrian did take a look last year of, when we were getting notifications about things that we can talk about, things that, we should stay away from and things like that. And I've looked through it and I've tried to be pretty blunt. They're trying to clean YouTube up with the crime, with all that stuff. I already felt like I was on the chopping block a year or two ago.
What?
Is going to sound crazy, but when I went down to Gabby Petito and I met Bullhorn Betty and I met Jonathan, and what I did out was not supposed to happen. Me.
What are you? I swear to God, these people live in a whole different reality. What the hell is she talking about? Okay, close the door, please. I'm sorry, my daughter was out here. She's upset because the Care Bears isn't replaying the way she wants it to. But Molly, you thought you were on the chopping block for a year or two. Stop. You're gone because of your own behavior, your own actions. That's it.
He being caught on tape by Brian, whatever his name was. That wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't anything. I also didn't realize that my words were going to be so powerful at Cassie's house that she was going to come out the next day and that I would fly back and that my words were again going to be so powerful that his own parents said, you know what, fuck this shit. And that morning.
What the hell are you talking about? Your words weren't powerful, Molly. You acted like a freaking idiot, like you always do when you go somewhere. It wasn't no power. You tried to intimidate, harass, attack, belittle, insult, anything you can. Not powerful, Molly. Nothing powerful about any of your actions. You didn't cause anyone to do anything as far as confession-wise or come out and talk to anybody. If anything, you caused people to clam up even more. Your behavior, that mouth, your outright lies and misinformation. You didn't help shit. Not shit.
Andrea got there before all of us. She got to see them, the father, Brian
Laundry?
Not Brian Kohlberg or Brian.
Laundry.
Brian Laundry's parents coming back with that satchel thing, you know, and I had the FBI looking straight at me when they came out and they talked into, because they were two FBI agents.
Of course, the FBI was going to talk to them. They didn't talk to you, though. You were a nuisance, Molly. You and BHB, you have no idea what anybody said or what was in what anybody was carrying, what the FBI, you have no idea. You were there being a nuisance, being a heckler on the street. That's why they were side-eyeing your ass. No other reason. You weren't the reason, nor was BHB or your other little cronies the reason for anything other than that. I have yet to see one case any of you made any significant impact other than to be a nuisance and interfere and be a heckler on the street. What positive impact have any of you, BHB, Dolly, JLR, LB, any of you had that went out there acting like idiots? I'll wait. Laura's favorite word, your little co-host here. I'll wait. Because you don't have one. I'll be waiting till hell freezes over. Because you don't have one.
Just looking direct out at me, and I went like this. Like, I was like, oh crap. I mean, it goes back to the Summer Wells thing. Like I kind of said a couple months ago, I think maybe we could have been poking a bear that was never supposed to be poked. Maybe that situation with the Wells and Summer goes, what if it's tied to something really dark and sinister?
And it could be.
It very well could be. And these people are not good people. I don't know why anyone, and I've told my friends, don't go down there. I don't feel that any of us are safe. I don't, whether you're a man, woman, or if you're armed, I don't think any of us are safe going down by those wells. That area that they're in, you can't get service. You can't even call.
But you went.
Yeah, I know.
You can't.
I know. I was there. I know exactly what you mean. Once you get past certain point, that's it.
And those neighbors, you don't know what they're capable of. You don't know how close they are.
You were so afraid and so worried that you went down there acting like a raving freaking lunatic. Y'all carried on one hell of a circus show. But you were so afraid and so worried. You were so full of shit. You went there to be a nuisance. You knew acting like a freaking animal with rabies would get you views because that's what your audience wanted to see. Let's be honest. But you were so afraid. I have never seen anybody who's so afraid and so worried behave like that. You sure as hell didn't act afraid. You thought you were tough because you had BHB and one or two others with you. And you knew they weren't going to clap back. You wouldn't do it to someone that's going to clap back at you, Molly. You wouldn't. That's proven. How many times did you run from a meet and greet because another female was there to ask questions? Yeah. Okay, Molly.
They could all be in cahoots and say, you know what, she pulled out a gun, and they can all agree. You get what I'm saying? Like, I especially didn't want, what's his name? Oh my God, I forgot his name. Justin. I didn't want Justin going down there. I didn't want him going down by himself. I was like, you know, people are going to recognize you. I don't know. There's something just very about that case. And when you said that there's so many other kids, that's true. That is true. And I also wonder about that. Like, there are other kids that nobody seems to care about. If only they put this much energy into Monkey. I said to Justin before, I think it was late last year, November, I said to him, when we go for the Lori Vallow, we have to go to Fruitland because I want to check out that.
But you never went to Lori Vallow. Justin backed out of you guys after Georgia because Justin knows that the behavior there was beyond. So he quit going anywhere with you guys. Does that excuse his behavior? Nope. Nope. And nope. You didn't go to Lori Ballard because you couldn't get people to pay for it. Let's be honest. And you also couldn't be in there because you're not real media with your fake printed up press passes.
Block. Because he said, what do you want to do there? I check out that block. And then all of a sudden, yes, and then a couple, like weeks later, they said that they were digging up shit. And I'm like, wait. And the thing is shit came out of my mouth. And I got really freaked out by telling Justin, I want to check out that block. Obviously, the kid's not on the block, but why did I say I want to check out that block?
I'm still not.
I don't know if you said it, and if you did, big deal. Big deal. You knew absolutely nothing. And of course, they were going to check. But it had nothing to do with you or what you said. You guys, I don't get it. Why do you and BHB think like she does? She'll spend all this money to go to show to see a house where someone lived or something like that. That really isn't anything relevant to the case. It just isn't. It's she uses the excuse that she's there on a surprise case, but she wasn't. She was looking for one. She was there for the Trump rally. That's what they really paid for. But Molly, you never helped anybody, and you're not psychic. You don't know facts ever, and I don't want you coming to my town because I'm gonna tell you what. There is no way on this God-given earth I will put up with that kind of behavior out of you guys in the neighborhood I live, by my home where my kids can't rest and I can't rest. I mean, there was a sick woman that had to leave her home in hospice because of you idiots. Nope, not going to happen around here because honestly, I would not put up with that.
Not convinced the father's not involved. I stick by that. Thank you, Justin. I stick by that. And Southern Gal, I'm sorry, I totally forgot to message Justin. Justin, Southern Girl has questions about seeds. I absolutely still think the father is most likely involved. And that's why I never touched the case. Won't touch the case because I'm not convinced Dad's not involved.
Wow.
I think it's very odd. I've always thought it was very odd. Believe me, I have 3 kids. I was a single mom. I know one could disappear. But the fact that he didn't even notice for that long that allegedly Monkey was, seen on camera here, he was seen on camera there, he was seen on this one's camera. That's a lot of time that you didn't notice your son was missing. So the mom says she wasn't around. Mom says she wasn't there. I guess they have footage of mom leaving. So I'm not going to blame the mom. But I don't know. I just always found it very odd that it was that long that it took him to realize his son was gone. That's a long time. Kid gets out. He's a little kid. You should have looked for him. Way to go. Like, I know my kids would walk out the door. I would notice within 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Okay. Says a woman that made her child wait to go to the emergency room because she needed to take a 3-hour shower. Okay. I'm not knocking your parenting. That's exactly what you said, Lori, your own words. I know I've been out of shape, you kid, but you could talk about other people's kids. But I'm just using your own exact words. You till 3 hours later because you need to take a shower and stuff. Just saying. I don't want to talk about this. I don't know why they are, but for someone who didn't touch the case, you sure act like you know a lot about it.
I would notice where's State, where's Phoenix, where's Sage. You just notice, and the fact that
Right.
it took them,
Let's
it
see
took
if we
them.
can fast forward this. I've been on too long. Wow.
And he wore sunglasses. They did have some scissoring with the boats. And he wore sunglasses. They did have a cowboy.
I don't know why that guy just came in my
I
head.
didn't realize how long I've been on here. There's not much left of it anyway. We'll face it another day. You know what happened to those neighbors that were arrested about it somewhere. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened with any of that. Isn't Dolly's case still coming up for? Doesn't he still have that case to answer to for what he for assaulting that woman? The neighbor that was arrested was sent for a mental health eval. Then the DA dropped the charges. Her husband is in jail on gun charges. Yeah, I seen all that. I was like, I don't know. That's another sad story. And they didn't need them down there carrying on, making it worse. Oh, she is on gun charges as well. Oh, so she is. I don't know. Yeah, Laura blames everybody and takes no accountability. They clearly don't like each other, and Laura really does not like Molly. For Molly to say she always 100% tells the truth and never lied to her subs. When I first heard that, I was drinking something and I about choked on it. I was like, yeah, man, the bubble these people live in, it just amazes me. It just amazes me. But yeah, I yeah, I want to load a little exit intro here or exit if I find it. I should have loaded it ahead of time and I forgot. That's okay. I thought today was Wednesday. So yeah, not good. It's been a week. It's been a week, and I'm glad it's almost over. And hopefully, the weekend. Well, Saturday we have this really cool event to go to. These people put on this event for kids, and they're called Seawolf Privateers, and they have this big pirate ship, and they have bounce houses and games and arts and crafts and a magic show, and they provide food. It's just a fun day. We have that to go to this weekend, and the next weekend's my daughter's big dance recital, and that'll take the whole weekend because Saturday's dress rehearsal, Friday's dress rehearsal, Sunday's the show. And of course, I always volunteer to be a backstage parent, helping to dress them because even though the parents are told to make sure the little ones come with their makeup and hair done and at least their first dance outfits on. So, don't listen. Yeah, some just really don't listen. Okay, where is that? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think that's it. But anyway, oh, sorry, I didn't want to play that. That's not what I wanted. Anyway, what do you guys think about this with Molly? Do you think Molly's going to continue to try to come on panels? I mean, I don't understand why they're such good friends. How come Justin's never had her up? Or how come BHB hasn't had her on panel? It just doesn't seem like I don't know. Just doesn't seem like they want to take the chance and have her up. And Laura doesn't want to do that because, oh, where is that file? It's giving me the wrong one. I know it's in here. Because I use it for my exit. So I get a better one. Oh. It's MP4. Oh, well, I can't find it right now. But what do you guys think about what's going on here? You think Molly's bullshit as usual? And I think Laura's doing anything she can to make herself relevant. And just trying to get in there. Be a part of something. Have content. Okay, where the heck is that file at? Let me see if it's in the videos. No. I don't know which one. I thought it was this one, but I guess it's not. That's the one I thought it was. Let me see. Nope, that's the same one. Okay, sorry guys, I didn't mean to start that. But both those men were interviewed and denied it ever happened. I don't think Monkey was ever there. They've already moved. They could have got DNA from the dirt. Yeah. They didn't get along. You're welcome, CK. Yeah, that's upsetting. I really thought when they were digging that up, I prayed that they would find them. Just for the family to have closure, that's got to be awful. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. But I do think that Molly's going to keep creeping her way back in on her kid's channel, and she will get caught. I honestly don't know that from YouTube. But Laura, some of the things I'm really confused on that one. But I had some BHB stuff, but the Laura stuff took too long, so I'll come back probably tomorrow, the next day, and go up that. Laura's got some responses I want to play, by the way, to everything that's been going on and said. And I haven't looked to see what the Tata's up to. I could imagine the field day she's going to have now that Molly was on Laura's panel. And that's another thing. That Tata would have Molly up all the time because she's so asinine. She would do it. She would have her up all the time. And Molly don't go up there. Molly never shows up on Jilly's panel. Jilly always says it's going to be all about Molly, about what we miss about her, what we like about her. And Molly's supposed to be there, and then is never there. She's playing Molly's subs for money right now, and it's all going to come to a head. It's all going to come to a head. Yeah, I see that. Well, guys, it is after 9. I've been on here a long time. I thank you guys all for hanging out with me. Do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. Because like I said, courtesy of the Uni fam, I've lost several subs. Quite a few. But, oh well. If I lose more, I'll end up being, I don't know if you can be demonetized if you go down low enough or not. I don't know. But thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for joining me. We always have the best comments. But you guys enjoy your night, the rest of your evening. And I'll see you on the streets here tomorrow, the next day. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me.